vessel down, but not me. I come back around like cockroaches. Whew. What's good, y'all? Tap in. Tap in or tap out? Which one? And when y'all, let's start doing this. Every time y'all come in, before you get in the live, just hit the like button. Before you get on live, just hit the like button, then come on the live. What's good, Becker? What's good? 58, Allen, Shanita H. My bad, y'all. My phone had died on me. Right when it was getting good. That's a love, what it do. Shell B was handing. DRR was handing. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Vanessa Smith was good. Before y'all come in the live, hit the like button. Before y'all come on the live, just hit it one time. Y'all don't know how much it is to hit that like button. How it shoot, make sure my video get watched more, show love more, and all that good stuff. What's good, Adam? I said Adam. Adam. Michelle, what's good? How everybody doing? So now, we wasn't done with this. This is a part 2 because I really want to touch on this. Let's go. What's good, Carl? What's good, Brown? Madukes, what's happening? Good morning. Jacksonville in the building. What's good? Jamesville. Grand Rising. Oh my gosh. Michelle, it's an inside joke. It's not on you. It's just remember somebody that always said that. You know what I mean?
Please.
Diamond Eyes was good. My right here is ringing. That means somebody talking about me. So y'all, we gonna tap on this. So we gonna continue on this conversation. Lisa Johnson was good. Jazz was good. What's up? Where the coffee, man? I didn't drunk it all. We was on live before. My phone just died. So, now I'm geek. Now we just gonna get into the convo.
I got seltzer, y'all.
And she got seltzer water. I don't know how she drink that. But she drinking. Is it good?
I mean, it's so you can feel like you have soda, but no sugar.
Oh, okay.
No sugar, no nothing.
I'm doing good this morning, man. We doing good this morning. So we're going to jump back on to what we were saying because somebody has said, living a life mean no words. And you got to live your life with words, to me. That's my opinion. Mm-hmm. That's my personal opinion. What you think?
Well, there's never a life with no worries. You
right.
know? It's impossible. You're always going to worry. But what I probably think the person meant was like no stress. So
right.
Whatever they feel is distress in their life, that would be easier, but you're still going to have a worry. The minute that stress go away, here come another one. And a certain way, it's always going to be that way. That's okay. And what Vaughn was saying is that keeps you motivated. Mm-hmm. It keeps you going. There's always going to be a worry. Mm-hmm. So I guess we should be living our lives with the best intention. Right. That's how I would see it. So that even when you do have your worries, you're putting out your best self. Intentions are really important. That word, a lot of people don't understand it. Mm-hmm. But even if you have an argument with someone, your intentions behind it, mm-hmm. If you have a conversation, you have a friendship, all your intentions behind something, mm-hmm. it actually shows that, like, at the end what it's going to be. Mm-hmm. Intentions are truly important. So I think our intentions is to have less worry, but we know it's always going to be there.
Right. It is going to always be there. I know I tend to worry a lot. Even when I'm doing good, you know what I'm saying? That's just me.
You are a warrior.
My mind just, it go 1,000. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I can't stop thinking. And it's good and bad at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because when I think, I try to analyze a lot of my situation for better solution, and how can I come at it a bunch of different ways. You get what I'm saying? And I learned my worries got me where I'm at now. Because if I ain't worried about my family or my kids, I'll be stuck in Milwaukee right now, either dead or going back to prison, because there's a lot of people that been testing me over there, and I had to do my thing before I left. You get what I'm saying? To 2 people. So I seen myself. Sometimes you gotta really look at your situation and see where it's gonna take you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us don't look at the situation. A lot of us be like, I'm about to whoop this ass, and then that's it. When you're not knowing, okay, if you whoop her ass or his ass, let's think about what's gonna happen after that. She might come back with a gang of people, or he might come back with a gang, and then now y'all both is gunslaying. One of y'all gonna die, one of y'all gonna go to prison. And that's how I was thinking. I'm like, because the second person I had beat up, his daddy actually wanted to resolve in gun violence. So my people was like, man, just go, leave. You know what I mean? You got a whole, you made your footprints and start walking in them. So that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to life, I think you really gotta analyze everything you do in life. You gotta really think a lot of stuff out. And when it comes to living your best life, like I said, I don't think people are able to say that until they in a comfortable spot to say it. You get what I'm saying?
And what if you have all the money in the world,
right?
But you're an asshole, and you have nobody next to you. You can't keep nobody around you. That's not living your best life. It's not material. And as for you, because it's been like a good year of me even watching you, your worry has been different. So you're elevating yourself, right? Because you're not just, I'm worried and I'm reacting. You've been much less reactive and really thinking about things. So we still battle our, people call them demons, but I like to call them habits, because I don't like to give any glory to the devil, right? So I like to say that they're habits that we have, and we all have them. I shut down when I'm confused. Some people do something different, but I don't speak, right? I just watch my tongue, because I was always taught the tongue is like the devil, get you in stuff and out. So you analyze really well, a lot like me, and I analyze too. We just speak it different. You may say what you analyze and I don't. But your worry has changed. Your worry seems to be motivating you now in a different way, not stopping you. So I think that's good.
Yeah. Now, somebody said, okay, what's happening, everybody? M&M's, Johnson, Jessica King. What's good with y'all? But this caught my eye. Somebody said Trump got that one. A lot of money and kind of a hoe. And he seemed happy. Now let me touch on that, because this is what they see in TV. This is what television and social media is showing. So-called happiness. Behind the camera, most of them miserable.
Yeah.
Look at the rappers. Let's touch on the rappers. How most of them flashing their money, talking about they don't got no worry and blase, and then out of nowhere they commit suicide. You get what I'm saying? So do not. That's one thing a lot of people do. They let social media influence them a lot. Whatever you see in social media, it's not true.
Yeah.
It's just entertainment. Let's go to the 6ix9ine situation where he had a video jacking about he got half of the rapper's bank account right in his hand and stuff like that. But then he go on TMZ and say that's prop money. That's social media.
On top of it, he's not happy. He can't walk freely down the street. So he's not really happy. You know what I'm saying? He's just flashing it. And even when you are transparent, even for us, do anybody put on their Instagram when they're crying? You don't just snap a selfie when you're in the middle of crying, in the middle of depression. It's not that you're being fake, it's just that you want to present your best self, right? You always look the part that you want to be. That's what my mother always said. You look the part you want to be. You dress how where you want to be, not where you are now, right? So when you do that, you put a picture up and you say, this is me, this is what I want to present myself as. It doesn't mean that you don't have your days where you're so sad. So you guys can't really look at other people and think they're living the best life they can. Even if money is not a problem, there's an issue there somewhere. And you may not want to switch lives with them, even if you're broke. I know that's how I feel. I'll be broke, but I want to be happy.
Right. And let me and that's like when the whole situation when the man pulled the weapon out on me. I went on the camera and took my kids to the museum. You would have swore nothing really happened to me.
Yeah, you did.
You get what I'm saying?
I watched that. You did, and he did that to give them a different outlook and memory of that day, which was very smart. Too.
Because I turned a negative to a positive in their eye. You know what I'm saying? Because in their eye, they in danger. But I'm like, okay, I don't want them to think like they in danger and you know I'm in danger or something gonna happen to me. So I took them to the museum, went live, and made it seem like nothing really happened. That's how social media work. But behind the cameras, it did something to Kayla, and it did something to me. Since that day, it messed me up. Like I didn't really trust a lot of people after that. I wasn't myself after that. I was too afraid to be, not afraid that he might come back, but afraid that I gotta put myself in a situation where I might go back to prison. You get what I'm saying?
You know what it did? It triggered you.
Yeah.
To feel like that feeling is like when you was in danger because you've been fighting all your life and you're inside, making sure you're safe on top of your environment that you was in, and that's what it did to you. It triggered you. But you did right by leaving and not because you don't want to retaliate. See, in the moment we get so angry. That's why anger is so important to try to hold down because you'll lose it all. And you are important, and your life is important. And even if it's your time to go, listen, God gives us paths. We can get, my mama always said, the destiny is the destiny, but you can get there bumpy way, or you can get there kind of smooth. It don't mean you don't have tests during the way, but there's ways we bring it on ourselves. So if you would have retaliated, you would bring a lot of heat on yourself and even your family. And sometimes people don't even want to hurt you, they want to hurt your family because they know that will hurt you even more. Right? So you did the right thing, getting out, coming, going to family, coming here, being with your family so you don't have to deal with that shit. That was smart.
They say, I think when you're vlogging your lifestyle, you have to be transparent some of the time. Not that saying record your private bedroom moment, just keep it real. Reality is no one. Listen, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I come on here and I be real myself every time.
You look like a baby right now.
Wow, you look like Ava.
Yeah, you look just like Ava right now. The dog.
Oh, the dog.
Oh, come in.
De Niro, go.
And my arms hurt.
Oh, you want this kind of try me, sir.
Control your emotion to a P. Okay, so as far as what's her name, Fadita, I do that all the time. How many times I came on here and then they're having a meltdown. When I'm in the kitchen, most of the YouTubers cut out where they mess up. So they make their video look perfect. My video's imperfection and everybody love it. But at the end of the day, after all the struggling and stressing, food come out amazing. I don't never sugarcoat nothing, but at the same time, certain things got to be private.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Because you dealing with different personalities, right? I'm coming on being transparent, but this is Ray. In real life, Ray wouldn't, even with her closest friends, wouldn't say certain things. So why would I do it on camera? That would be me being fake. If I, you know what I mean? Because that's really me. But you show what you want to show. You talk about what you want. And sometimes, even on my channel, I'll be a little worried about some of the topics I talk about, right?
Yeah.
Even when I talk about Will Smith and stuff, a lot of people don't want to touch that, but I wanted to. You understand what I mean? But that's really how I feel about it.
Right.
If it sounds good, it sounds good. Some people disagree with me, but that's why we all have opinions. They like asshole everybody out.
Yeah. See, when it comes to the Will Smith situation, I ain't really touched on it like that. We did a whole reaction to it, but after that, I left it alone.
You see how you turned the negative to a positive? With Will Smith, I opened up a conversation. I didn't really talk about F him, blah, blah. Yeah. But that conversation was opened up for me to talk about how I feel what anger does. Yeah. And how you can affect your own future about it. Like right now, he don't know if he can even keep that Oscar.
Man, he don't even know. And that go back to our emotions.
Exactly. Keeping it under control.
Yeah, that go back to our emotion because when I seen Will Smith, to me, I was laughing, but at the end of the day, it touched me in a way because I see myself there. Because I know how I would have react if somebody said something about my wife.
But look at this. Here's the kicker. There's a reason why you and Vicky go so well together, and
Mhm.
you need a strong woman by your side because she would have stopped you.
She would have stopped me, guaranteed.
So that's the difference.
Yeah.
She would have even grabbed your hand. She's not gonna
Mhm.
let you make certain mistakes on her behalf because
Right.
you don't have to.
Right.
Because really, what somebody talks about you really doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I think that she went wrong too. He
Yeah.
was laughing until she made a face.
Yeah. For real. But the reason I said I see myself in this position because I thought irrational just like him.
Mm-hmm.
And I done messed up a lot of stuff by just reacting. You get what I'm saying? That's why it hit me the most because I see myself, I said, damn, all this where he worked so hard to get to let one little joke throw everything he worked hard for.
And I talked about Denzel when Denzel said, you know, when you get into your highest, that's when the devil work on you more.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw myself as the Chris Rock. Do you
Yeah.
think Chris Rock then won't come after his behind after he turned his back? That a lot of people think, oh, is he pussy? Is he? No,
No.
he has a lot to lose, and he knows
yeah.
that, right? So some people learn that, and I'm
Mhm.
sure Will Smith learned that from that situation. But that's how I opened that up. When we talk about different things, we talk about our opinions on it, and what we think, and it can help somebody else.
That go back to life's choices.
Mm-hmm.
You had at that mind, most of us probably would have swung back.
Yeah.
Now let's look at it at the public eye, the whole world eye, everybody that's against us.
Mm-hmm.
Caucasian. I'm not saying all Caucasian are racist, but in their eyes, we already dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So you got two African American males fighting on TV. What that gonna do to us? You get what I'm saying? How do that gonna? So he had to play that role the smart way. He had to let them know we
We don't do that.
We don't
have
do
to do
everybody.
that.
We not all the same. You get what I'm saying? We know how to control our emotion. We know we position is. We know y'all waiting for us to fight. We know that. Y'all waiting for us to tussle for y'all can go ahead and get your. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to social media and all them hired people, they all look for likes and views as well. They trying to make things go trend too.
Just like when I look at the other kind of groups that's on YouTube, and when they're not minorities, nobody's ever in their comments like, I hope you guys don't break up, I hope you guys don't fight. But we get that all the time.
Yeah.
I get that all the time, like, please stay true. I'm like, why wouldn't we? Why do everybody think we're gonna be so aggressive with one another?
Because they so used to other YouTubers. Now, everybody in this house might have disagreements. But if we can't be like, look, I fucked up, my bad, I'm sorry, then our attention in this friendship wasn't really real.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It could take 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. But as long as somebody stepped up and been like, look, man, I apologize. What I said to you, I'm sorry, oblige this, oblige that. If you ain't got a friend coming up to you telling you that he's really not your, or she's really not your friend. She was just there, or he was just there for their own intention.
Everybody did a breaking point. Even I had one with the group. Like, all right, I don't know if you know what I'm saying. And we had to talk about something. We all have that, and you have to keep in mind we all have different personalities.
And I feel like there's no such thing as switching.
Switching.
Like switching, like one minute, like somebody have a mask on. You as an individual, I feel like when it comes to really meeting someone off the dome where you don't even know them from Adam and Eve, you really got to do your research and really listen to their convo. Like I said, a person will tell you about them within the first 5 minutes you talking to them. You get what I'm saying?
Because sometimes we assume.
Yeah, it's like an interview. You gotta ask questions.
Like right before when I remember we was talking about ourselves, we wasn't even on social media, and I was showing my house. And he was like, I never even thought that's where you live. He thought I had a room to record. I'm like, what? I ain't got shit.
Right.
But you get to know each other. There comes a time, and I think we still learning each other boundaries, but we're able to say something now.
For real. Somebody said most of us have reacted before thinking. Will's okay. That one mistake did it deserve all of this. Oscars have never been for blacks anyways. He or Chris will both continue to thrive. That's true, but we got to start making a difference. When it comes to the urban community, blacks, Latinos, Asian, Chinese, all them, we already is a target. We got to start switching and and start doing things differently. Like, why do we gotta fight with each other? Get mad because you got better clothes than me, or you got a better car than me, or you living better than me. None of them Caucasian is fighting with each other, bro. Your van's cleaner than mine. None of them. They living their best life. That's when they can say they actually living their best life. They driving go-karts, waking up 10 in the morning doing golf, while we in the ghetto shooting and killing each other.
And I also think in this group especially, we generally happy for each other. Like, I really like to see them win, and I think they like to see me win as well. Even if we gonna win separately, different ways, I be so happy. I was so happy, like, you changing your little clothes. I'm like, I'm so proud of you, bro. It's really true. And if you don't have that intention, that's when you become a hating ass person.
For real.
Everybody is different, but you gotta make sure. I don't like none of my friends around me. And I keep when you look at people, you also look at their friendships. My friendships go from child. You don't usually keep friends like that. I keep my friend, and I keep them tight. I'm surprised that they made it in. I'm serious, because I just don't like negativity around me. I really don't. And I like having a family bond and stuff, but I want it to be right. Because when I'm loyal to a fault. That's the truth. It don't mean I'm gonna take all your shit, but I'm gonna be loyal to who you are. I never talk shit about you. I'm gonna make sure, like, I look out for you in a way that only I can. So that's really important, being happy for each other generally, and not thinking, well, what I'm gonna get out of this. It's not the way it works.
Right.
You understand what I mean?
And that's the same way with me. I'm loyal until you show me different. I treat you the same way you treat me. So that means if you cut me in the back, that's how my own mentality is. You cut me, I cut you deeper. Now I be like, you cut me, oh well. I'm moving on.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because that's what we so used to. You do me wrong, I'm gonna do you wrong. You kill one of my people, I'm gonna kill 5 of yours. You get what I'm saying? That's what we so used to. So we got, like she said, we got to change the narrative. We got to change the narrative, because this is what people see of us every time, every go. You know what's so crazy? We was just telling Mo, when I started wearing, I was never a suit type of person. I put on this suit. Can you believe that I had more people talking to me than me being in regular clothes? It's your appearance. Your appearance mean a lot. That's why I'm trying to change my whole swag and stuff like that, because I can't show up to a business meeting and some.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta go with the dress to the T, from the shirt to the pants to the shoes.
And you could do you, always be you. And at the same time, do what you have to do, how you present yourself. If me and my friend are walking, right, because this is like snappy, a little snappy, so we walking, I always think, why that person asked me for directions? Why they think I'm the nice person? People can feel your aura, right? And sometimes people take advantage of that with me.
Pun, what's good?
What's good, Pun? Sometimes they take advantage of that. I realize that they think I'm nice, and they think, you know what I'm saying, that I won't stick up for myself. The real point is, I've been a lot of places in my life and did a lot of things. And I'm at the point where I'm not going to exude any energy that I feel I shouldn't have to. Right. If it ain't my problem either, I'm not with it. Get you some friends always that when you talk to them, they're not hyping you up. That's another thing.
Oh, yeah.
Hype you all the way up. Now you want to fight everybody. Like, that's not going to help, bro.
Man, hype you up to get locked up and they're going to bail you out. That, I swear, I'm glad you said that. Because if you don't got a friend on your side to be like, man, look, think about it. I understand you don't want them to feel like you some kind of pussy or something, but forget what they gonna think, because at the end of the day, this choice that you gonna make determine how your life gonna be after. You get what I'm saying? If you don't got friends to tell you something like that, you got a friend like, hell yeah, pop him, shoot him. That friend ain't gonna be there to pay your bills or pay your lawyer.
Or be with your family. Man. You can't even agree with someone why they're upset, and at the same time not incite the situation to where it could get them in a spot where they don't need to be. Because you should care about where they are. You understand?
Right. That's like my little brother. What's up, Brittany? My little brother was the day that happened with him with both of my little brothers and one of my brother's baby mama. They called me, but I tried to talk the situation down. They my little brother. His response was, "Oh, but if it was you, it'll be a whole different." And I told him, "It's not about me. I gotta protect y'all. They going off the old me." I said, "This the new me. Me, I would think stuff through. I'm not gonna go and do it." Now I went with them, but I stayed in the car 2 blocks down. You get what I'm saying? Then that happened, and then a month later, my brother gets shot. You get what I'm saying? Now, my brother went to the hospital and everything happened. He said, "I'm cool." You know what I'm saying? He got up. This don't faze me. But I told him, that's just you acting. I said, "Stop trying to act hard. You don't gotta be hard. Who's you proving yourself to? Your friends?
Yeah.
None of them even did nothing for you when that happened. You don't gotta prove that you tough. You go mentally, my brother mentally right now. When dude got out of prison, my brother wanted to go do something to him.
Yeah, you see.
But I told him, leave it alone.
Yeah. And you gotta be around people that want more. Like my bestie, y'all know Keisha, was making $96,000 a year. So she get a new job. I'm like, why'd you get a new job? This one's better benefits. And now I'm doing $120 a year. I'm surrounded by people that, it doesn't matter if they're that highest, they just keep trying, they keep getting up, they keep working, they talk to you about things. You know what I'm saying? It's very important to be around positivity because we all want to snap. And sometimes you do have to say what you got to say to people. Sometimes I even get a little tight in comments, which is very, very, very rare. But sometimes I'll say that, like, what the hell? Because it just be annoying, especially if I'm having a badass day. But the truth be told, I really don't like to exude that energy. Because I feel like a lot of people don't realize it comes back on you, right? It just does. It'll make your day fucking miserable now.
For real.
So why? You know what I'm saying? And people say don't care. It do hurt people's feelings. I'm not saying that. I'm saying once you start looking at it like that hurt my feelings, but you know what? I don't want to give them any more of myself than I have to. You close your mouth and it'll feel good. Because and I just see that vibing with Lino. Thank you so much.
Because the moment you let somebody get you mad and out of your character, they won.
Yeah.
They won.
And they really control you. Right? And if I see that, if I'm a malicious person and I see every time I say this and pisses you off, believe me, people do things on purpose. Okay? They do things on purpose. And my mother always taught me that. See, I used to be like, I don't know why. She's like, stop worrying about why they did it. That's who they are. And that's why intentions is everything. So you really can make a mistake. And you can give people second chances. It's the content of it. Like, if you screamed at me or something, that's fine. We could talk about it. But if you fucking shitting on me every day, that's not. Your intentions will always show. What's done in the dark always comes to light, right? And who you are is who you are always going to be until you change it. Change is very hard. That's why it's not so simple. Everybody would take the high road if it was a simple thing to do. It's not. It's very hard. So as long as you keep working on it, which that's what I like about you, Vaughn. You do. Okay? You really do. So yeah, you snap a little. Yeah, you was thinking this. It doesn't matter because you're getting better because your intention is to get better. Your intention is to calm yourself down. You're telling yourself that there's a lot of men that's not doing that. That's why they keep going in and out of jail. That's why they keep having more problems. And then they say, oh, I have all these problems. I don't know why this thing keep happening to me. It's not happening to you. You're making it happen.
That's why I told my little brother, Michael. Shout out to Michael because he changing his life around.
I'll be back. Shout out to
Michael.
But
that's why I told him because it was one time that I think he sold his car for like $600. Then he got mad at the fact that he sold this car. And now he like, I don't got no more car to take my and this and that. I don't know why this always happened to me. I'm like, why wouldn't it happen to you? Look what you're doing. You think your life is gonna be good with the decision you making out of life? You got to start changing your ways. You got to start changing your surrounding. That's what most of us scared to do is change our surrounding. Most of us are afraid of what the next person would say if we be like we want better. because where we come from, we gotta live a certain way. We gotta do things a certain way, and we gotta go about things a certain way. So when it's time for us to be like, I want to leave the streets alone, and I don't want to do this no more. A lot of us afraid of what that person might say because we so used to being around that person, we respect that person. We got to stop worrying about what the next person might say and start really changing our life. Because if you don't change your life, that next person that's bad for you gonna make a big impact in your life that you wish you would have changed.
Sit the fuck down.
What's good, Harris? What's good, E Money? Johnson, what's happening? Oh, I got one for Mo. Tell her there's one in there for her too.
I just put my back to the What the wax spray? The what you call that shit? That shit. The whole spray.
The whole spray? The hairspray?
Yeah.
The yellow bottle?
Yeah. That shit. Cause I see the hair box over here, but I don't see it in there.
Yeah. It should have been in the hair box. Cause I put everything in there. If not, probably one of the kids got it, like probably Kayla. Babe.
I can go there.
Okay. What's good, family and mom? Fabrica, what's happening? But yeah, y'all, it just Von, happy 420, God. What's up, chat? Shit, Von, just vibing with the game. That's what's up. I got your email too, but yeah, man. I feel like your life, you gotta take it serious because ain't nobody gonna take it serious as you gonna take it serious. Mo in the room getting ready. We about to go work out at 12. And Ray went outside to take a quick smoke break. And Vicky upstairs getting dressed because we gonna work out. Yes, being in PK, they think it's a way to carry yourself
I'm
and
already
you do.
there. Y'all, I be hurting like a bug.
We worked out, y'all, and my arms hurt so bad.
She's
y'all.
in pain. She all did my arms.
They was throbbing in my sleep.
And my allergies starting to kick. But okay. Before you left, I had said,
Bless you.
oh, hold on.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. I gotta take my medication real
He'll
quick.
be back. He'll be back. Hey Bree, what's good? Great Convo ball, always. And we talk like this on the regular. And even this home is beautiful, but they working towards it, working for it, and at the same time, it wouldn't be as beautiful if the people inside of it was. A lot of people think that like you have this and all your worries go away. It don't go away. But if it wasn't, yesterday we played Monopoly, right? We had a great time. We always talking shit as usual. We played, we chilled, we did karaoke, we sang. That wasn't the vibe. This would just be four walls. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people make their own families and you include them with your other families. De Niro is wilding. Why you barking? Shh. Walking like that. Hey, boss chick.
Can I get a
Who won? Yeah, of course. Who won? We didn't finish it. Matter of fact, we had to hide all the pieces and put our money away because Vaughn was stealing. So, we didn't finish it yet.
Okay, to piggyback off what you just said. I was in the bathroom, you know, stuff be just popping in my head. Your life ain't gonna change until you start doing something about it. Right? You said, most people say, why this happened to me, what's going on? And it's themselves putting themselves in that situation. Now, your life is not gonna change until you start doing something about it. Now, what you need to do is look at what you're doing, figure out what's the problem, and fix the solution.
And understand, sometimes shit happens, right? Something can happen, it could all go wrong. Your tongue is a serpent. Your tongue is a serpent. You change the way you think, It'll change the way you speak, and it'll change what you do.
Mm-hmm.
It really do work like that. It just do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when everything go wrong, if you're trying to start a YouTube, you say, I'm not getting no views. Okay, be consistent. Be more consistent. Keep trying. Right? Align yourself with the same people that's doing the same things, and so you can flourish and do it from your heart. And when it's your time, it's ready. Sometimes it's just not your time to do something. You understand? Because I'm telling you, when I'm telling you I be shocked at certain things, I'm shocked. Like I say, oh wow, that really happened. My emotions are really weird because I'm so slow to it. So I'll feel happy. Like I just hit 9K. I'll feel happy next week. It'll hit me. Mm-hmm. For me, I just like to live in the moment and always think like this could go away at any moment. Mm-hmm. That's just, it keeps me sane to where it's not, it could. So you have backup plans. And I want to start businesses. I want to do things. You're gonna have hiccups along the way. It's period. You're gonna have hiccups. So when you do, you change the way you think. You complain about it. You bug out about it. Listen, it's not gonna help the situation. Say, I'm gonna do this different this time. Let me try it again. Every time you fall, you try it again. Yeah. Things don't happen to you. It happens to everybody. Yeah. Shit happens to everybody, and you can't feel yourself as that special that it shouldn't happen to you because it will.
And another thing is, when you start progressing in life, a lot of people tend to try to bring your past back. Yeah. And be like, but you used to do this. Let me tell you something. When I first got out, I had so many people talking bad on my name or what I used to do. Mm-hmm. When I was fighting for my daughter and I was going to court, she brought up my past. Mm-hmm. And I brought it to the judge's attention. I said, but what am I doing now? Mm-hmm. Can you ask her what I'm actually doing now? Mm-hmm. That's very dangerous for my daughter. Mm-hmm. And she didn't have no response. And she didn't have no proof of me back in the streets. Mm-hmm. She don't have no proof of me back on drugs. She don't have no proof of me playing with guns. There was no proof. She was just going off what I used to do. Mm-hmm. And I told the judge, now if me braiding hair is dangerous, I might as well go back to the streets. Yeah. See, that's when you get somewhere in life. That's like, you ever seen a Latino or a black get shot in the hood and they was going to school, got a job. Every time they get shot and killed, they put their mugshot on. That's the first thing the dumb people do is go back in the history book and let's put what they used to do on instead of what they started to do.
Mm-hmm. And let's piggyback off of that. People do it to you, and then you also do it to yourself. Mm-hmm. So see, that's why there's a certain demeanor that I'm always going to keep because I know what I did before. I know what I was doing before. So sometimes people do it to yourself. You say, well,
what's good, coffee?
Before, so I'll do it again. What's good, Tia? I'll do it again. Or that's who I am. That's just who I am. I hate that line. Man. It is what it is. That's who I am. You could change any place. Anything you are. I know I'm living proof of it. Because, I always had a good heart, but I made stupid decisions as well. I've touched drugs before as well. I have just made dumb decisions. And it came a point in my life where I felt like, you know what? I want to have fun, so no, I'm not going to be a dweeb. You may see me drink a little, I may smoke a little, but I'm not going to take it to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. I'm going to remember my past and not have it hold me down. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So some people do it to you, and sometimes you do it to yourself. Mm-hmm. You could have been the type to say, well, I'm in the street, so that's who I am. That's not who you are, and you knew that. Mm-hmm. Even if you didn't know how to get somewhere else, you knew that that's not what you wanted. Your intentions is really important.
And you know what's crazy? Let me pick it back off what you just said. That's the same thing my auntie just told me. When that whole situation happened the day we was moving, and I just blacked out because it was so, I'm trying to tell you, when that happened, when dude came with the gun, I was trying to be strong for my family. Mm-hmm. So they don't know what it really did to me mentally. Mm-hmm. So the moment that my cousin boyfriend came around, I blacked out. I didn't even give him a chance to talk right. So then he pulled the window down. I said, "You wanna eat, boyfriend?" He said, boom, 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 boom. I blacked out. And then when I went upstairs, my auntie, I'm snapping. She said, "Nanny, calm down." I'm snapping. This what I do. I'm woo this. And she grabbed my face. Mm-hmm. And she softly said, "This ain't true. Mm-hmm. You said you found peace in Texas. Get your stuff and go. Mm-hmm. I love you and I don't want you to get back in trouble." Mm-hmm. and she calmed me down just like that. Because I needed someone to calm me down because I was right back to that very moment that I did not care about nothing because of what happened to me prior to that day. People don't understand your mental. People don't forget. People don't forget and don't know how to heal from that. And sometimes you need someone to teach you how to heal from that sore, that wound. Because my wound opened deeply that day. But I was trying to be so strong for my wife and my kids, I didn't know what it was doing to me deeply. You get what I'm saying?
Like when I talked about my neighbor, I did a video on that. I talked about my neighbor, terrible neighbor, whatever. And I had to sit down with myself and say, why are you banging on your walls, cursing through the wall at her? What is really making you upset? And I realized what was really making me upset was you said what you didn't like, lady, and I obliged you, like I did it. And you still can't see me. Well, everybody's not gonna see your shine. They're not gonna see that you trying to be the best you could be or trying to help them out. And they still gonna hate on you. It's still gonna be. So I had to tell myself, I had to check myself. First of all, she's allowed. My mom used to say that. They allowed to say whatever they want about you. I know it sounds crazy. It's like, no, you can't. Yes, you actually are allowed to use your mouth and say whatever you want about somebody, even if that's nasty. That's gonna be their problem. The only thing somebody not allowed to do is put their hands on you. So as long as that's not happening, and when they told me that, like, then what? I'm exerting all this energy now. When she's spazzing, I just sat there and, I went to the back. You do other things, took the shower. You don't have to worry. She won't knock on my door. So, but it brought me back there, and I felt like, oh, she thinks I'm pussy. Right. She think I'm the nice one. Why she not saying it to the lady downstairs? Because the lady downstairs drink outside and ready to fuck you up, right? So, because I'm not showing who I used to be, you think you can take advantage of me? I said, well, this is actually my hang up. It's not even hers, right? Because I shouldn't even care. So you was learning in that moment, like, all right, you took. He deserved it. But you was like, I'm taking all this feeling I have, I'm gonna put it here. And you was learning, okay, until I learn how not to do, let me get away from this area. Sometimes you gotta get away from your environment.
You ain't never lying. And let me tell you, you said she can't see. They could. It's the glow on you. Something they want but they don't have, and that's peace. It's a lot of people in this world that want peace. They just don't know how to get in tune with their inner peace. So trust me, that glow there, that's like, let's say this. You known for doing drugs, right? You look like a crackhead and all this, your bones popping. Then you get locked up. You've been gone for 9 months. You clean, you're sober, you come out. People see that glow. You get what I'm saying? So as much as people see that glow and see that you put extra weight, they can see that peace on you. And that's what their intention is, to take that peace away because they don't have the peace. That's why when it comes to people like that, you just got to leave them alone.
And he just always
because it was one time I was driving. It was one time I was driving and then somebody did something and I was going to respond in a negative way, and they knew I was, but then I was like, all right.
He was in the middle of talking, but you should have seen his eyes. He was like,
I didn't know what was going on like this.
Like if this bitch somebody.
They shut up, he's all He's so irritated.
I'm ready for the drama series.
Oh, man.
Cause like he always drink coffee every morning. And Vicky always in her room like she don't never come down and do nothing. I'm ready.
Wait, nobody got nothing to say about me? You got one for me?
Bro, this nigga just asked me for some being gay like he's 60.
I really did, though. Yeah, I really did.
I looked at her, I said, I ain't heard that since I was
All she do is smoke water.
cigarette.
And so y'all was lying, stupid.
I'm ready for the drama.
He said, all she do is smoke cigarettes.
This nigga asked me for a baby.
No, she walked up like, I can't move my arm.
Y'all don't understand.
You need another day?
No.
He said I got
The more,
Come on, y'all ready? Cause goddamn it,
yeah,
I'm about to get the wash sheet and
Vicky
all that
almost
shit.
done. She in the
Y'all
shower.
won?
Huh?
Oh, Vicky.
Yeah.
Where hers at,
But pain no gain, gain no pain, whatever, however that saying
No
goes.
pain,
no
no
game.
pain,
For
no
real.
pain.
How you, Jay? I'm doing good this morning, till ready for my day to start. So we got 10 minutes left, y'all. 10 minutes left. So we're just gonna end this conversation where I think you just gotta protect your energy nowadays. That's the biggest thing right now going on in this world. Cause this world, a lot of people in this world, they vibration is very low. Very,
Like
very.
his.
Like
You
the
shut up.
Neros. His vibration so low.
Like the Neros. Like the dog, y'all.
Like, yeah, by narrow. You put your shoes there, he wanna bite the damn shoe. I be ready to kick his ass, but I was like, listen.
Now that he didn't really bite her, but he put his teeth on. Hey, but I'm still not talking to him to this day right now.
Listen, if he bite your shoes, them expensive kind, we gonna kindly take little pieces of his hair off and then a scarf and sell that bitch to get your money back. Cause I ain't paying. Kids always wanna fuck shit up and have the parents paying. Oh, you gonna pay. You gonna be somebody vexed to that.
Thank you, Hall. Appreciate it. But yeah, y'all. Man.
That was a good combo.
Yeah.
And that's
Y'all was
actually,
out here going crazy. I was listening.
now that's combo that we do have together, period.
Yeah.
So Vaughn let y'all in on that. Now, and I always watch our coffee combo when I'm home, you know, because it's good to have it. I mean, we ain't all preachy, but I still feel like you have to have that balance. We
Yeah.
have fun and stuff, but this is real talk. This is how.
But that's the only way you could see. That's the problem with a lot of preachers.
Mm-hmm.
They get too holy.
De Niro, have a seat.
So when you get, I feel like when you get too holy
Sit down.
and you try to force that on people,
Sit down.
people's not gonna. They gonna pull back like. Man,
I
ain't
think
trying to
the
hear
best
that.
way is to tell people like how you
Be
do it.
yourself.
Be
Yeah.
yourself, and you tell people your experience,
Parents.
and then they get from it what they want because it's gonna be given to them already.
Yeah.
You know, you'll get from it what you want. If I'm speaking to you, you're gonna say, okay, this point and this point works for me. Everybody's different, and sometimes I always feel like I need that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's very hard for me to say, hey, help. I'm not feeling good today.
Right.
But you gotta get to know other people, right? And I'm not gonna do it the way Vaughn do it. So today
Right.
I just may say I'm not feeling right. Today is
Right.
my daughter's birthday, and
Right.
I expect from y'all to give me support however
Right.
you can. I can't give it like everybody else. It's a
Mhm.
struggle for me. Everybody's struggling with something, and talking is a big struggle for me. Even though I can't stop, I don't understand it. It's very
Right.
weird.
You know what's weird? To uplift me is sad. It's like R&B songs.
Yeah.
Like to get uplifted, I'll listen to some R&B and forget everything I was going through. Or sometime I'll go into the
Gospel.
church music,
Yeah.
the gospel music.
I like this gospel song. I'm gonna send it to you. It's called "You Don't Know My Story," and I love that because that's what my
I
story.
used to sing that.
And it's like you don't know the person's story, right? You don't really know where they came from, and a lot of people judge you. And the best thing is, even though I was really raised in a Christian home, I wasn't raised. We didn't go to church every Sunday. I was just raised to whatever you believe in something, and it makes you that when no one's around, right, makes you do the right thing because you feel like somebody else is watching you, and just to let energy flow. That's how I was raised. So no, I don't have to read my Bible 24/7, and no, I don't have to preach. But I will say how God changed my life, and I will say that I'm trying to be a better person, and that's just the truth. That's just how I feel. That's my agenda in life.
Yeah. And let me tell you, I was raised in a Catholic home.
Oh.
So my mom, we went to church every Sunday, and we went to a Hispanic church, so I didn't understand none of what was going on. So I never got in tune with God because I didn't know what was being said. Then it took for me to get locked up and then get baptized into the Christian church. And then I started listening, but even with that, I was listening to certain preachers, and it was like this one preacher came in. What up, folks? But you preaching God.
Yeah.
Why would I listen to somebody gangbanging and then try to preach God into my life? And I wasn't being judgmental. I was just being like, what is you really going to tell me to change my mind? Because in here, you gangbanging. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then you telling me to not gangbang.
Yeah. That's like me saying, no, Vaughn, don't go back to jail, but I'm slinging in New York. Why would he? That's with everything, right? Just when somebody can't, you know, my mom always say they call you at a different time, everybody. They call at a different time, but you don't have to be, it doesn't mean that you walking around all preachy. I don't want to find myself. Like, Mimi's commentary in the background, she said, Vaughn over here drinking sauce.
It's
I'm
good.
trying to talk hella shit on the
I'm
phone.
just drinking.
That's what I said. I said he drinking it like he like it. He just
He said,
he still got the taste of
can I
coffee
have
in
a
his mouth.
salsa?
So he just
Yeah.
drinking that shit like tastes like coffee to me.
But I think we're all on a good path, and I think the best thing is that we can help each other. You gotta be receptive to it, to different things that we may need help in. Period.
Y'all, let me tell you, I was the type, I got baptized 5 times.
Damn, I've never been baptized.
And you know why I got baptized 5 times? Because I loved it, the energy after I got baptized. When everybody came and celebrate and hugged me and all that.
You haven't?
Never.
I want to get my kids baptized, but I have a different outlook on churches now.
Yeah.
So we not members of a church home. When I was younger, I was in church every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Sunday, every program. Every time the church, I go to a different church.
And I
at
go
that
to
church.
one.
Even at the after school program,
yeah.
my sister had a choir.
And
stuff.
I have my own preference and my own looks on church now. That don't have nothing to do with the higher power that I
No,
believe in.
no.
But church itself. I grew up witnessing a lot of stuff. The pastor was fucking on the church ladies.
Yeah.
That it was just a lot of not godly like shit going on. The church, people really don't know the church is not.
And see, me and mommy never went to church, but every damn Sunday, I already know she got her Bible out, and everybody playing in the backyard. And I hear Ray, and I gotta come, and I gotta talk to her.
That was my granny. She did church on
This-
TV.
What my thing is, in the Bible, Jesus didn't even go to church.
Yeah, no.
He always preached out of church.
Yes.
He was
But
always
'cause
in the
he
streets in the
teaches you,
slum.
if you right now, if we in amongst of 3 or more people, this is what he said, we in church.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we in church because what
Yep.
we're talking about. See, that's how I grew up. That's why I'm not holier than thou, but I believe because I didn't grow up to believe you need. My mother always said, "How the pastor gonna talk to the Lord for you? You can talk to him your damn
Right.
self." She never understood.
It went from passing one bucket out of the church service to them passing their 4th bucket
No,
in one
I
day.
have ATM machines in the church now.
Man.
That's what I'm saying.
And
But
church
what made me
still-
start looking at church is when I seen the pastors pulling up in bins,
Yeah.
but the neighborhoods is trashy. So now what am I donating money for? You to ride in this nice car?
Or we give all this money and Sunday we only can get a donut.
Right.
And it's been 12 hours.
Coffee, free coffee and donuts.
But when you was younger, y'all ate good after church.
Mm-hmm.
It
I went to
changed.
like a
Or
French
the church
They have
used to always come out from the community.
Yes.
The church don't even come out no
They
more.
used to do back to school programs, and I look back and I ain't seen nothing like that
The
in
world
so long.
changed. Like
You see
everything
individuals in the
changed.
community doing stuff like that now, but you don't see church names on that stuff.
Mhm.
Crazy.
Y'all went to a church in Green Bay, Wisconsin. They did a tithe 4 times, and then in the church, they even put on the wall what they made in a year, $1 million. What you doing with all this
I know
money?
what I'm talking about because I went one day and they was like, they had regular tithes, they had offering, they had a pot for the 100-year anniversary of the pastor and his wife. I mean, the 50th year anniversary of the pastor and his wife.
Right.
Bad for y'all. They had another offering for the men's services. They had another one for the women and youth program. Where is all of these programs that we paying for? Where do you see praise dancers going on tour or going to different churches or anything? You don't see none of that no more.
I think people don't know how to combine. Like you can combine the Big Bang Theory, you can combine crystals, you can combine energy, and you can combine God, and you can find them all in one. A lot of people don't know how to combine. It's either one or the
They
other.
don't, because most people when they find crystals and they find all of that, they feel like that's their escape to find something other than God.
Yeah,
That's when they feel like they
exactly.
found something different. That's when they start calling a higher power all these different things that they want it to be and all that. Like,
And Grand Rising, I love whoever says that, I get it, but it's good damn morning, guys. Just good morning, good night. That's it. That shit gets on my damn nerves.
it's irked my nerves ever since the first
Lord.
day that bitch breathed it in my presence.
And they like, you know why? Do you know why we say that? No. It was years ago. I know why I said now.
I ain't never seen a bitch with hair say that. It's always a boy.
Okay, y'all. I'm done. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
I'm
She
But
said so with somebody.
But you have pastor and then preachers.
That's true. That is so
That's
funny.
true. But me personally, man, I feel
Mine
like
become natural.
I got my
Ain't
own
no pastor or preacher.
I got my own personal relationship with God.
Exactly.
I
And that's important to know. Your personal relationship is not mine. It's not. That's why we can only converse about what we want, but we can't say what we should be doing. How we should be. We can't discuss about
Right. And Lord know when I talk to my guy, I talk to him just like I talk to Mo. Or I'm talking. When I was a kid, I used to argue with God. When my shoe come up missing, I'd be like, "Come on, Lord, stop playing with me. Where my shoes?" That's how personal my relationship with God.
Yeah.
As a kid, I always knew there was somebody up there for me. And then I had to go through a struggle and I had to go through a downfall for me to really reach out to him because in reality, God don't leave our side, we leave his.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? He just waiting for us to tippy-toe back to him. Most of us don't. Now, before my brother passed away, my brother went to church and this preacher went up to him and told my brother his days was being counted.
Wow.
To change his life around. What's good, Mook? It was him and his best friend. And after that, my brother stopped smoking. He stopped drinking. He started going to school. And guess what happened? 2 people that he ain't met in 2 years came out the blue. And he smoked and drank with them for that day and got killed. And the other person that went to church with him, he changed his whole life around. He's a pastor now. So, I feel like as long as you believe in something, you won't fall for anything. Because people that don't believe in stuff, they fall for anything. People that don't even know themselves, you can tell them a lie. You can tell them their shoes is blue and it's red and they gonna believe you. A lot of people got a lot of faith in other people. You got to start having faith in yourself. And stop putting your faith in other people. My thing is, okay, say if I give you a $1,400, I'm putting too much faith in you. I barely even know you. I'm giving you $1,400 to do something with it. Hey, here's my $1,400. Go do this. I'm putting too much faith in you because I don't know what you're going to actually do with that $1,400. You need to put faith in yourself. Like, okay, what I'm going to do with this $1,400, I'm going to go do it here because I know where I'm going to put it at. People got to start having faith in themselves. But the moment you lose faith in yourself is when you open up doors for a lot of people to do anything they want to do to you.
And when you can't hear what's for you. If you lose faith in yourself, you can't hear him when he tells you.
Thank you, Space.
That's a big part too.
For real.
You gotta be able to hear what your intuition is telling you. And understand sometimes it's not intuition, sometimes we be bugging.
Yeah.
That's why we pray and we say, Lord, show me if this really right. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
Because
ready
sometimes
for
we be wrong.
I'm on beast with this gym. I'm about to show all y'all.
Well, you did show no
Well,
show.
she
ain't
came out
nobody
like one of the characters
Ain't
from
nobody
Mulan.
bitching more than me.
Oh my
I
God.
left mine at home. I got a drink.
Banty, we gonna see. We gonna see.
Y'all not gonna see me. I did well that first day. I'm gonna be back.
No, you working out.
I am, but I'm gonna be calm with it.
No,
You
you working out. There's no pain in how you go. No pain in no gain.
No gain, no pain.
Something like that.
Ain't no gain.
It's
wrong, then he fuss me, you gotta tell him like,
right. How,
ain't no game.
No gain. But she was singing.
but I forgot what's good, Mook.
Ray, what you doing?
But you know, preachers are not supposed to get paid because it's not a job. I'm already knowing I don't get paid to preach. I just come on here and preach. YouTube paid me just dropping videos. I come out here to reach out to a lot of people, so I don't get paid for preaching. And if I could, I wouldn't even take the money because that's not my job. That's not what God giving me. God making me a vessel, not to charge people to hear me. It's free. That's like when YouTube people be like, teach me the game. They be like, give me $1,000. Like what? Shit. I'm gonna figure this shit out myself then. You get what I'm saying? And when it comes to research, you gotta do your own research. Why you think Nelson Mandela did all them years in the joint? Because he did his own research. He did his own research, told the college they was doing wrong, and they put him in prison. You gotta do your own research. Because this world gonna lie. They ass off to you. It's just you gotta find out the truth yourself. Even in the Bible it said that it's bad to know the truth. So when you know the truth, keep it to yourself and keep it moving and preach what you can. But y'all, I'm about to hop off this live because we about to go work out. Somebody just said they can bench more than me. I ain't gonna put no elbows out. But we gonna figure this out. We gonna figure out this situation. You know what I mean? So Ray, I most definitely know Ray. Ray, like, I'm not working nothing. Ray, you working your ass out. I'm sorry, it's every week. You gonna be in there hurting today. But thank y'all so much for coming on here and showing love, y'all. Till tomorrow. Y'all, do y'all want me to start doing like nighttime convos?
That'd be nice if you did a nighttime.
Right, morning and nighttime convo. Put fireballs in the chat before I go. It's 4:20. I know, but I don't smoke, so it's just another day to me. I'm drinking seltzer water.
Right. Don't be right, Liam. Right. We're in agreement with that. Right.
But till then, y'all, man, stay smooth, stay easy, protect your energy, and start being open-minded to a lot of stuff, y'all. Be open-minded to changing. If you're not open-minded to changing, or accepting criticism. A lot of people don't like criticism. A lot of people don't like. That's why I tell people, like, if I tell you something about it, it's not for you to get mad. It's not for, or I'm hating. It's for me to, hey, this is what's going on with you. Fix it.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna see y'all next time. Seltzer water gang.
Thank you, Ray.
Hey, Seltzer water, come sponsor Ray, cause she drink the hell out y'all. Just still a full can. I've been sipping this
And I have to get more.
and I had this can for 4 hours now. It's the same can full.
You don't like it? It tastes nasty.
All right, y'all, we out of here. Nah, it